Okay. All right, I'll put us on mute. Feel free to unmute anytime. You might want some blocks around, but only if they're helpful to you. So let's just find a comfortable place to settle, to arrive, to welcome yourself into the practice, into the moment. Taking a full breath in through the nose. Perhaps sighing it out. Breathing in through the nose. Gently sighing it out. You might take one more just like that. And then finding your natural breath, just feeling your body landing right here, feeling the ground beneath you. Noticing the places in your body that are connected with the ground, with the earth. And throughout today's practice, in yoga or Sanskrit, we call it sada, which means trust, devotion, moving with sincerity. So just really kind of tapping into that within our bodies, within ourselves, moving with trust, moving with purpose. And trusting our bodies, trusting that we can hear and listen to our bodies, finding the boundaries of what feels appropriate, what feels good. And maybe feeling where to back off and honoring that. And the beauty of these practices is we move slowly to allow for our bodies, our ears to hear, to listen. So we're not in a reactionary state. We can respond. We can take a pause. We can breathe. And that's what this time is right now, taking that pause for ourselves to tune in. Maybe turning the volume up on our hearts. And perhaps turning the volume down on our thoughts if they're loud right now. Just letting them know that we can tend to them. But right now we just want to feel our breath, feel the ground. We don't want to shut anything out. We don't need to attach and grab on. Again, coming back to that trust, shraddha. We can tend to everything in our time. That we can choose. Bringing awareness to our breath. In the expanse of our breath. Noticing on the exhale how you might settle a little deeper, a little wider. And then I invite you on the next inhale to take a full breath in. Maybe taking an extra little sip. And slowly, softly releasing the air. Again, we breathe in. Extra gentle sip. And slowly releasing the breath. And gently inhaling. An extra sip. And softly releasing the breath. One more just like that. Beautiful. And I invite you to bring your right hand to your heart space, your left hand to your forehead. Just feeling into your body as a container. It gives us those physiological boundaries, can ease the nervous system. Noticing any sensations that you might feel between the two hands. Noticing the self-touch, self-care. Beautiful. And I invite you to bring your left hand to your heart space and your right hand to your forehead. Noticing any sensations between the hands. Maybe taking just a moment to connect to any parts of you right now that might take some extra support, extra care. And then bringing both hands to your heart space, maybe one hand on top of the other, and making very small, little gentle circles right here. Breathing in, breathing out. As you're ready, releasing the hands down. Taking a moment just to notice. Notice your experience. And then finding something you feel grateful for. Something that might have happened recently or something you're looking forward to. Or you feel that felt sense, that warmth of gratitude in your body. Setting an intention for a practice today. What would you like to cultivate on the mat, off the mat, maybe for the week ahead? wherever you are, just bringing a little bit of movement to your body. Noticing what wants to move. And then if you're not already there, we might start in a comfortable seated position. So feel free to build yourself up sitting on anything high if that feels best for your hips and your back, or you can sit flat, legs in any position that feels right for you. We can just start with some circling of our body. And connecting your breath with your movement, whether that's inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back, or vice versa. Whatever works for you. Eyes open or closed. And then reversing that. Come to a tall spine. Do a little bit of somatic releasing. So inhaling the shoulders up towards your ears. And then let's exhale them all the way down. See if you can release something that you're carrying that's not necessary right now. We'll take that again. Inhaling the shoulders up. And seeing what you might want to release, bringing the shoulders down the spine. That one more time. And we release. Beautiful. And bring the left hand beside you. Right arm might lift up and over. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. So we can bring this right hand to our left leg, knee, whatever it comes to, and bringing the left hand behind us a little bit further, lengthening the spine, taking a little twist here, seated twist. Nice long spine. And then inhaling the left arm up and over, keeping the right hand just where it is. So opening the left side body, breathing into your left lung, left rib cage. Releasing the left hand down to your right leg, feeling that stretch in the shoulders. And then let's bend into the elbows, softening down. You might shake your head no or yes. Letting go of any tension here. On the next inhale, releasing the hands, we can bring them all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, you might cactus the arms. Let's inhale, drawing the arms back. And exhale, just softening that. And take two more like that, moving with your breath. Beautiful. And then we can bring the right hand down, reaching the left arm up and over. As you're ready, placing your left hand down on your right leg, wherever it falls, and just kind of bringing that right hand back a little bit further, lengthening the spine, seated twist. And then inhaling the right arm up and over, feeling the expanse for your right lung, feeling the right rib cage opening, creating space. Beautiful. Once again, we'll bring this right hand down now to our left leg, feeling the stretch in the shoulders, the neck, and then bending deeply into the elbows, softening down, releasing any holding, any gripping here. Maybe turning your head to the side, saying no. Nice. On the inhale, once again, we can sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, cactus again. This time we'll bring the palms so they're facing down, elbows are still bent. We'll take an inhale, drawing those elbows back, lifting the heart, and then softening that. Let's do that 2 more times. Just moving with your breath. Beautiful. Again, we'll sweep the arms up. Palms touch, and let's draw that right to our heart. Letting the shoulder blades settle down. Nice. And we can just rest the hands down. And from here, kind of sending your chin, your whole head out. And then we're going to draw it all the way in. And then releasing it out and drawing it in. You might take that one more time. Might feel funny. Beautiful. And then just let that go. Any movement, your shoulders, maybe some circles here. And bring our fingertips to our shoulders and round backwards with our elbows, just allowing for opening through the chest. We spend so much time rounded, so we're just going to open, find some space. Beautiful. And then from here, we can find our way down onto our backs. You might hug your knees in, maybe just rock side to side. Nice. And then from here, option 2, just everything's always an option. So just remembering that, crossing your right leg over your left. I'm keeping my knees somewhat over my hips, so my core right away became engaged. And you might bring your hands behind your head here loosely. You don't have to interlace tightly, just let there be lots of space. And so connecting as best we can, the lower back to the ground, and the core is engaged here. Trying not to spread the ribs wide. If anything, we want to kind of zip them up a little bit. And just bringing some movement. So maybe you lift your head, really supporting your head with your hands, drawing the knees in, and then releasing the head down, sending the feet away as far as feels comfortable in your back, your body. And then we can draw that back in, release it down, building resilience. Beautiful. And this time we can let the head come down and just sliding that right leg so your right ankle is at your left knee. You can have your left foot down, or you can bring the legs in, whatever feels right. And maybe again, having the hands behind your head, bringing your left elbow towards your right knee and softening down. You might do that 1 or 2 more times. That might feel nice on the lower back as we round here. Engage the core, and then just letting the head release. You might hold behind your thigh or use a strap, maybe rocking the body, moving the head. Rocking is so great for our nervous system. Nice. And then we can untangle the legs here, sending the feet up to the sky. They don't have to be straight. We haven't even talked to our hamstrings yet today. At least I haven't. And then maybe taking a straddle here. Check in with your shoulders. Oftentimes they'll start to curl up as we go there, but we're not doing anything that we don't want, right? You're always in charge of the volume. You might roll through your ankles, spreading your toes wide, scrunching in your feet, pointing, flexing. Nice. And then slowly drawing the legs back to center towards the sky. You might feel, I always get shaking in my hips, and that's a release. That's a release of trauma, actually. And then we can cross the left leg in front of the right. And then once again, perhaps bringing your hands behind your head loosely so that there's lots of room in the shoulders. And you might stay here and lift your head, bringing your elbows towards your knees, or you might send your knees away with your head coming down and then curling up. So find your movement. Maybe taking 3 or 4 of these. Beautiful. Releasing the head down. We can start to slide that left leg so the left ankle is behind the right knee. Right foot could be down, or you might draw them in towards you. And once again, I'm going to bring my hands behind my head and offer my right elbow towards my left knee. And maybe taking 2 or 3 of those. And releasing the head down, perhaps interlacing your hands behind your right thigh or using a strap. Letting out a ah. You'd invite rocking or stillness, what feels right for you right now in your body. Beautiful. And we can uncross the legs, draw the knees in towards the shoulders, rock side to side, and then maybe bring some movement, circling, bringing the knees far apart and back together. And reversing them. Nice. Bring the left foot down. Maybe hands or a strap come behind that right thigh. We're just going to bend and lengthen a few times. Getting into the circulation, flossing through the nerves. And then eventually, if you have a strap and you'd like to use it, you can bring it around the ball of your right foot. Sending your foot to the sky, or I can't find mine, or maybe using your hands, whatever you like here. Left knee could be bent, or left leg could be long. And we breathe. Releasing the shoulders, the neck. Beautiful. If you have a strap, you might take that away, or your hands. Let's bend into that right knee. We'll just make some big, giant circles, opening and closing the hip. And then reversing those circles. Beautiful. And then taking your right leg, right foot, you can put that on the ground with the knee bent or long, whichever serves you. And then we'll send the left foot up to the sky. You can bend the knee and lengthen, and the knee and lengthen several times. Again, getting the circulation moving, getting into the knee joint, into the nerves. And then if you'd like to use a strap, you might put that around the ball of your left foot, keeping the left foot up at the sky, or you can use your hands behind your leg. Soft shoulders, soft neck. Checking in with your breath. Perhaps breathing in, I am. Exhaling, home, home in my body, home in my space. Beautiful. We can bend into that left knee. If you have a strap, feel free to let it go. And then making some really big circles here with the whole left leg. Opening the hip, closing the hip. Not moving into pain, moving around pain, not through it. And then reversing that. Nice. Send that left foot long, right foot long. Take a full body stretch. You might reach your arms overhead. Option to interlace your fingers to send the palms away. Maybe your heels lift off the ground. Active full body stretch. Breathing in. Beautiful. On the exhale, let's lift the right foot towards the sky, bringing the arms down on either side of that right leg. And we can reach the arms back, lowering the right leg all the way down. I'll take it to the other side this time, slowly lifting the left foot, left leg up towards the sky. Arms go on both sides of that left leg. And we bring it all the way back. Beautiful. This time, let's curl up, drawing the knees in. Hands might come to the knees and just coming into a little ball here. Again, rocking. Nice. And then again, you might bring your knees right above the hips. Bringing the legs into that 90-degree angle, hands to the sky. You can keep your hands right where they are without any movement, or maybe you might reach the left arm back, lengthening the right leg, or you could keep that knee bent and tap the toe down instead. And then we draw it all back. And then switching sides. Moving with your breath. Really strengthening the hip flexors here, strengthening the core, strengthening our resilience. Right? Checking in with your jaw or any areas that you might hold tension. Perhaps one more set. Beautiful. Hugging the knees in one more time, taking a big ah. You can bring the feet to the ground with the knees bent. We'll come to some pelvic tilts. Excuse me, curling the pelvis towards you. And then lengthening it and sending it away. And coming to that neutral place, and we can come right into our bridge pose, feet on the ground. Feel free to use a block between the thighs if that feels supportive. Then we're going to start to really press our feet into the ground. Feel your big toe, feel that anchor. Our feet are so important. That connection of our toes to our hips is tremendous. So just notice that. We're going to lift the hips up, making sure that the pelvis doesn't fall forward. We want to really support our lower back here. Find some ease in the shoulders. If you feel like you're creating this bubble there, just finding a little bit of ease. Let's take 5 full breaths. Beautiful. As you're ready, one vertebrae at a time will come down, envisioning like creating space through every single vertebra. Nice. And then as you're ready, we can come on up. We're going to find our way into tabletop. So you might take it slowly, rolling to your side. You might rock along your spine. Whatever works for you. To eventually find a tabletop. Move back on my mat. Bringing the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. We'll find some cat-cows here, opening up through the heart, letting the belly drop. Nice full breath. And rounding the spine. Moving with your breath. Beautiful. You can find that neutral spine, extending the right leg long. Let's tuck the toes on the ground, and we'll just start pulsing into the right heel. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, the core's gently engaged, so we're not sinking down and losing the pelvis here. Getting Getting a nice stretch, movement through the calf, through the fascia of the feet, the ankle. Beautiful. And then perhaps lifting up that right leg. Core is engaged. And then perhaps reaching the left arm out. Beautiful. Let's bring that left arm down, drawing the right knee in towards your nose and extending out. Do that about 3 or 4 times. Beautiful. Crossing the right leg over the left, tucking the toes. And you might look back over your left shoulder, getting a stretch through the right side body. Nice. Bringing the right knee back beneath the right hip, taking any spinal movement to let this go. And then we can extend the left leg, tucking the left toes and pulsing into your left heel, left ankle, getting a stretch through your calf, through the fascia and your feet, sliding the shoulders down. Core is gently engaged. Neck is long. Beautiful. Option to lift that left leg. Again, gathering in through the belly here. And you might extend the right arm. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Right hand can come down. Let's draw the left knee in towards the nose. And then extend it out. Do that 3 or 4 times. Beautiful. Crossing the left leg over the right, touching the toes down. You might peek out over your right shoulder, opening the left side, and stretch. Beautiful. Let's bring that left knee back. And then maybe widen the knees and sink the hips back, child's pose. You might come down on your forearms. You might make a pillow for your head. Whatever serves you here. Beautiful. Gently rising back up into our tabletop. You can send the right leg out to the right side. And same thing, maybe tucking the left toes, which gives us a stretch in the fascia. And then just sinking back towards that left heel. Also getting a stretch in the right inner thigh. Beautiful. Coming back up, we can bring the right arm all the way up to the sky. Let's thread the needle, bringing the right hand behind the left wrist, deepening that stretch in the inner right thigh. And then inhaling back up. Beautiful. Bringing the right hand down. This time I'm going to slide my right foot in and come on up. A little bit of a face this way. lunge here. You might, if it feels good, lunging into the right side. If you'd rather stay more upright, that's fine. You're bringing some movement with the left arm, resting your right arm on your right thigh. Beautiful. And then we can bring the hands back down, coming back to our tabletop. Left leg out to the left side, toes facing forward, tucking the right toes, getting that fascia stretch as we slide the hips back towards the right heel, just coming forward and back. So nice for our hips. Nice. And then as you're ready, you might inhale the left hand up towards the sky, just making that opening here. Opening your heart. Beautiful. And then we can thread the left hand behind the right wrist, reaching out, getting a stretch in the inner left thigh. And then inhaling back up to the sky. Beautiful. Bringing the left hand down, we can start to slide the left foot in. So bringing a bend to the left knee, then the toes face out. And maybe resting your left arm, maybe lunging in if that feels good. Right arm might come up and over. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Hands can come back down, left knee comes back behind. Let's walk the hands forward, about a good hand and a half distance as we send the shoulders forward. So we're in our plank pose, knees down. Let's slide the shoulders down. Just notice how this feels, not letting our midsection fall. Beautiful. And then slowly lowering down to our belly. Nice. On the inhale, you can take just a gentle baby cobra and softening down. And take another one. Nice. If it feels good to you, you might tent your fingers, maybe take them out further. And once again, lift up. Gives a little more space in the vertebra. And softening down. Maybe taking one more like that. Beautiful. Softening down. Taking your hands and creating a pillow, maybe resting your left cheek and drawing your right knee out to the side. Option to hang out here for a couple of breaths, or maybe lift your right foot up. So that internal rotation is so important for our hips. So yours might lift up a centimeter if it's something you've never done before, or it might go all the way up, whatever it is, just kind of checking it out. Nice. You can send that right leg back, and we'll just switch sides. So turning, so your right cheek is resting on your hands, drawing the left knee out to the side. And then option to either stay right there or maybe play around with perhaps lifting that left foot. So internally rotating the left hip. Beautiful. We can send the left leg back. Maybe tucking the toes, letting the heels just rock side to side, the hips rock side to side. Nice. And we can bring our hands right beside our chest. We'll find our way up to downward facing dog. Maybe it's through tabletop. Maybe it's one fall swoop, whatever it is for you. Finding your journey here. might pedal it out. Bending one knee, bending the other. Just find any moves that feel interesting here. You may turn the hip side to side. Just get playful, get interesting. And as you're ready, you might gently walk your feet towards your hands. If the ragdoll feels good, taking opposite elbows, you can do that. If it feels best in your body to stay lifted, then resting your arms on your thighs might feel best. So you can do that. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. Let's just find some length in our spine. Your hands can be on the ground, your knees, your thighs, sliding the shoulders down. Check in with your core here. Let's bend into our knees. Just lifting up through the heart a bit, looking out, feeling your feet really firmly on the ground here. And with a little movement, we can take that all the way up to a tall mountain. Palms come together, we'll bring it right to the heart. Just pausing for a moment, coming back to that trust. Finding movement with sincerity as we sweep the arms all the way up. On the exhale, you can take a fold, maybe dive down, bending your knees as much as you like. We'll find that half lift. Beautiful. Softening down, and once again, we'll root to rise. Bring it all the way up. And hands to the heart. Nice. And from here, you might open your eyes. We'll do a little bit of just balance and movement. So we're going to step the left foot back. And as we step the left foot back, we're going to keep a softness, a bend in the right knee. And the left arm will go out. And then from here, you might lift up your left knee and the right arm comes forward. So we'll just do this about, 5 or 6 times. Slowly moving with balance, strength, finding your drishti, something to stare at. You don't have to lift your foot if this puts a little too much pressure. Take one more on this side. Beautiful, bringing the feet together. And then let's bring them a little bit wider apart before we even go to the other side. We're just going to circle our hips. I have my hands on each hip, just moving, circling. Let's reverse that. Then you can bring the feet closer together and we'll take that to the other side. So lengthening, that right foot will come back, right arm reaches out, and then we come into some kind of balance pose, whatever that looks like. Just finding your movement here. You might start to feel this through your glutes. No right or wrong. We're just finding some movement, moving, balancing, breathing. Beautiful. Maybe one more. Nice. Let's bring that right foot down. Again, we're going to bring the feet a little bit further apart and we'll just circle the hips. Let that go. And reverse that. Nice. I'm going to come a little bit wide on my mat, not too wide, but a little bit wide. Feet facing forward, hands behind the head, and just taking a hinge right at the hip crease. So we're going to come with a flat back, and your hands don't have to be behind your head if that's, you can have your arms, your elbows out to the side. And we're going to really concentrate on drawing the core in here. Strong shoulders, strong spine, You're always welcome to soften the knees. Beautiful. On the next inhale, let's draw that energy up from the arches of our feet all the way up through the pelvic floor and lengthen the spine, bringing the arms down. And sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring them down. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Beautiful. This time we're going to take, this is going to be my left foot. I'm going to face it forward, keeping my back foot, right foot, in that 90-degree angle, and then finding a warrior two. Maybe finding movement here, lengthening the front leg and sinking back to warrior two. You do that 2 more times. Beautiful. Both feet can go wide again, facing forward, arms to the sky. And then we'll take the back foot, facing it towards, for me, it's the back of my mat, bending into that knee, and we'll find warrior two on this side. Soft shoulders, strong body. Notice where you want to look. Do you want to look out? Do you want to look over your hand? Let's lengthen that right leg, bringing the hands together and coming back into our warrior two. Maybe 2 more times, just slowly moving with your breath. Beautiful. This time we can send both feet forward again, hands to the sky, and let's bring it right to our heart. Nice. Let's draw the heels in so the toes are out. Inhale up, and then we can sink down, goddess pose. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, we rise. And we'll take goddess. Beautiful. From here, bringing the hands over each other so my thumbs are in the same direction. I'm just going to find that infinity movement, soft movement, my shoulders, my arms. Feel free to come out of these horse legs if you'd like. Come back to center and then just start to follow your pinkies this time. Bringing movement into your side body, your shoulders. Create a wave in your body. Beautiful. Come back to center. Let's bring it all the way up. We're going to look towards the front of our mat. Let's bring our feet together. Releasing the hands down, palms open, shoulders wide and away from the ears. Tadasana. You might lift your toes, spread them wide. Gently let them fall. Knowing you're home in your body. Beautiful. Just want to offer us another somatic move. It's really can be very helpful in releasing anxiety, releasing tension. So all you do is you come up on your toes, and it could just be a little bit, and then you just boom, come down on your heels. So up on the toes, and you come down, and you have control over how hard you come down. Do it one more time. Beautiful. As you're ready, let's sweep the arms all the way up. On the exhale, you can dive down, bending your knees as much as you like, taking that half lift. Beautiful. And then stepping back to maybe tabletop, maybe plank pose. You find your space. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. We're doing a side plank here. So the left hand is going to stay on the ground. You can bring your left knee down, or you can keep both legs long, whatever you like. Right hand can come to the sky, could come to your hip, but again, that left knee can come down like a kickstand. Beautiful. Bringing the right hand down, and same idea. The right knee can come down as you pivot into side plank on the other side, or both legs could be long. And then turning back down towards the mat, lowering the knees. And let's send the hips back, finding child's pose again. Maybe the knees are wide, or maybe it feels better in your back to have the knees together. Just find what supports you right now. And then gently, as you're ready, press yourself on up and start to come on down on your back. Nice. Maybe drawing the knees in, releasing the shoulders. Or rocking. If a twist feels good in your body, you might guide your knees to the right. You're sending your left arm out to the side. You can have any props under your legs that'll help bring the shoulder down, or between the legs. As you're ready, bringing the knees back to center. And we can gently draw them to the left. Maybe bringing your right arm out. Again, any props that help under your knees or between them, please feel free to use something. Coming back onto your spine and checking in with your body. Is there any shape, any stretch that you'd like to take? Maybe happy baby or Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees wide. Anything, whatever your body would be nourished by. And as you're ready, finding your way into your Shavasana, your final resting pose. What would serve you? You might do legs up the wall or legs up on a couch, chair, cushion. Laying flat might feel really good to your body. Find what works for you. Feeling at home in your body. Softening through your forehead and your jaw, your neck, shoulders. Soft heart space and belly. Hips and pelvis. Feeling the volume, the weight of your legs. And just be. I invite you to come back into your breath, your body, perhaps bringing gentle movements to your fingers, your toes. Stretching in any way that feels good. And if it serves you, rolling to your left or right side, just curling up in that fetal position. Dropping in. Noticing this, your true self. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Oh, thank you. Hope you enjoy the day, sunshine.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you. Feel
Have a
good,
great day,
everyone. You
everybody.
too. Be well.
Thank you. Wait, I have
Thank
a
you.
question.
Oh, yes.